Stop lying to your kids.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Medina.
And this is the black and the white of it.
And today we're going to talk about traditions and
how they present in your household. No, why? You have traditions.
Yeah.
Just because you don't lie to your kids.
Does it make you any better than
Doesn't
the rest
mean-
of us that are lying to our kids?
No, doesn't mean that you don't have traditions.
I heard it. It's on tape.
Lord. So Dinah, what are some traditions that you do in your house? When we say lie to your kids, I'm sure you can all catch the drift, as we have kids over here who believe. So,
She thinks I'm not going to say it out loud. Santa's fake. Easter Bunny's fake. It's all fucking fake.
and that will be the end of that. So,
She's
she
gonna
may be
hand.
3, but
She's gonna hand
she's
us
smart
my
enough.
frame, and I think she's gonna smack me.
It's just getting ready. In case I need to just...
5 palms. to the face.
Okay. Anyway.
That was the Italian coming out of her.
Yeah. We need to keep the dream alive.
Oh,
The belief.
a lie.
Okay, so the lie. Obviously, you don't do the lie in your house, but the Easter Bunny's coming to my house this weekend, so... What traditions do you do in your house?
So
Let's talk about Easter. 'Cause
yeah,
that's
Easter's coming up.
that's
and
first.
That's the latest thing, and not everybody. Houses are having these bunnies come and leave gifts and shit out chocolate apparently, and my kids have questions, and so do I.
Don't ask me because I don't have answers.
Well, then why do you do it? Oh my god. Why do you do it? Okay. I'm going to calm down.
Yes, bring it down. Okay, someone's gonna smash their head over.
I'm waiting for an answer. You're not deflecting off of this.
Because as a child, like I had these things and they were like magical, and I want to. Well, I know.
Okay, but why can't you recreate it in truth? Like the magical day of Easter could be like, you come out and there's new reindeer and mom and dad hid chocolates. We've got to find them. Like that's magical too. That's just exciting. But
it is, and that's why I don't want I don't want to say like, oh, it's creating magic, because yes, what you do is also magical. So
why you gotta need to
but
lie?
I think for us,
What's with the layer of the lie?
listen, I don't like this pushback from you or my husband. I might need to go ask my mom why she did it. Mom,
Yeah, I expect a comment because this is deep rooted. It's caused trauma.
but I think like growing up for me, and even with my kids,
She wants to show you her
oh,
unicorn.
it's beautiful. I know.
Hey,
I
did
saw.
you know that unicorns are magical?
Yeah,
Did you know that the 3-year-old knows that unicorns aren't real?
I was just gonna say, do they exist? No, obviously
We can
not.
dress up a horse and we can make it look like one because they're realistic children.
Okay. Whatever.
Is this going how you wanted?
No. What I was going to say is that we don't there's no big story of why it happens. My kids aren't as deep as your kids, so they don't question as much. So it's not like, well, why does the Easter Bunny bring chocolate? Bunnies don't provide chocolate. It's just like,
Chocolate comes from cocoa. That's a plant. It gets processed. And now look at chocolate.
is this how you explain it to your kids? Because
Straight up.
okay, so one of us lies to our kids and one of us doesn't. And that's the black and the white of it. And let's talk
Okay.
maybe non-traditional traditions that you practice in your house.
Okay, non-traditional?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means.
Like,
We have a cake day.
yeah.
And cake day is, I was a few months leading up to the birth of my first, and I had a hardcore craving, so I waddled my butt to the store and I got cake. And then she was born, and on a snowstorm day, we went out for a walk and we stopped at a store that we go to regularly, and they just so happened to have cake. And it landed on the same day as my waddle day. And then the next
My
year,
waddle day.
yeah, my waddle day. And then the next year, there was just, again, for some reason, the 27th of February, we had cake again, and it wasn't on purpose. And after that, I was like, it's cake day. So we literally will pull her out of school, and we will go and have our cake.
See,
We'll go pick
I
out a
love
cake.
that.
We're not allowed to bake it because we do bake cakes.
Yes.
But we're not allowed to bake it. We have to go out, and they get to choose their own cakes, and we cut the cake, and it's cake day.
Yeah, see, that's amazing. What about birthdays?
But do you see how mine has an origin?
Yeah. Whatever. What about birthdays? Do you have anything that like you do every year on? I'm gonna say their birthday because we all know you don't like to do your birthday.
No, there's nothing specific that we do each year. It's just a matter of celebrating them. So, I guess like their birthday celebration, they always want like one specific thing. So we choose a day for both of them, and they invite everybody, and we get it over and done with the same day.
Okay.
Which is working for now because they're this young. We'll see if it'll still work as they get older. But on like their actual birthday, that's for us.
Just for
us,
you.
4 of us, and we celebrate you, and we make you feel special, and you kind of get to choose your day, and then
Yeah, we do something similar. Like I always decorate the house to an extreme, if you ask my husband. Because I love when they get to wake up and
I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No,
Thank you.
We
agree on something in this topic.
I don't think it's enough.
I would like get helium balloons to fill the whole entire house.
She sent me pictures
If I could.
this year of Malia's room. I think she was just sleeping, and you sent me the living room, but you had forgotten to send me her door, and I think my response was like, "And her door."
Yeah.
Like, excuse me. Why did Javon get his door?
It's up. But yeah, so we always decorate the house, and then, I mean, we have been also doing their birthday parties together.
Yeah.
So Malia kind of gets shafted actually because
Well,
the birthday party has been on her day, so she doesn't really get 2 days, whereas Javon kind of gets his birthday, and then because we do the party a couple months later,
they're okay. They
But-
just want a party.
Javon now knows like it's my birthday and I get to choose what I want, and he's kind of going to the extreme and like wants to go to Grenada for his birthday, and I'm like, yeah, flying squirrel in Grenada, it's a little, you're here to there, bud. So we got to kind of tone it back a little bit, but they get to like choose what they want to eat, or if we go out for dinner or whatever. So that's, yeah,
What other traditions are there?
like non-traditional ones.
Oh, non-traditional ones.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah, just the birthdays.
I mean, we're just gonna have to go right back to why you guys lie to the kids. Christmas is up. Let's go with that. Do you guys have the whole?
Actually, wait, I have another one. Now that you said Christmas.
We'll come back to this.
We, like, before Christmas, depending when, we always pick a charity, and it's usually something to do with kids, and we go out and we buy toys and whatever they're in need of, and then when we go and we donate them. And I think that it's kind of coincides with Santa, because I explain it to my kids as that, like, we are playing Santa, like we get to give without somebody like thanking us or like knowing where it came from. So, and then they get to see, because they get so excited when they have their presents on Christmas Day, that then it's like they get to feel the joy of giving that excitement to somebody else. So that's one of my favorite traditions too. And I think it's important for like your kids. Why are you looking at, say it.
So you're just gonna let them wake up and some stranger come up in your house and just pop, pop, pop. That's it?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Huh.
Also, we don't go
So you're
again.
teaching them that
But wait,
strangers
I don't-
are okay to come into the house and just,
If he's bringing you presents, yeah.
and then like it's okay for him to stalk you throughout the year and know that he wants to leave you these presents. Like, you wanted to do this, chat, so let's do this.
Okay, but I also don't do that. If they're like, even like up to Christmas, we don't do the elf. That's not something we do.
That was never part of Christmas. That was absolutely 100%. What's it called? Consumerism. That wasn't part of Christmas. Okay, this Elf on the Shelf thing, y'all white people made that up and are just running with it. I don't. What part does he play? Santa has elves, and they stay in the North Pole.
I cannot wait to hear your guys' takes on these things. So let us know down below.
Oh, I'm gonna catch flack for that white person comment. And I
you
mean,
team black or you team white on this?
come at me, come at me. But like seriously, there's a large part of it that's consumerism,
Yeah, 100%.
and there's just.
But we don't do like the Santa footprints and stuff like that. Like it's just like
You do the plate. You have a specific plate.
Yeah, and that's another tradition we have. We bake cookies always on Christmas Eve.
So
it's
do
something
I,
we
and
all
then we
do
eat
together. We eat them too, but we leave some for Santa too, and some stuff for the reindeer.
There is no Santa at my house. We have the essence of Santa, in which we ourselves exuberate that to the others. So we make shit and we give them away. We donate. We do community service stuff, and that is Santa. That is, we are the essence of Santa.
Okay, so
we
you don't do Santa.
Get the
credit
joy. No, it has nothing to do with the credit, but you get the joy of being a part of that greater thing. Without
so
crediting
let's talk about what your tradition is, because you have a really cool one that you always do on Christmas.
What do you mean? Oh, my big oversized box stuff. So, yeah, that's a me thing. That's not the kids thing.
No, but it's a tradition that you have started.
Yeah. So instead
that
of
you damn well know you're gonna have to keep up now. There's no stopping it.
Oh, that's the best part of it.
Okay, just so you're aware, because they are not gonna let you stop it. Nor am I.
They instead of wrapping their presents individually, I make oversized like Christmas themed objects. So last year it was gingerbread men. So they were standing oversized. They were taller than the kids.
Yeah,
and that's
life size.
That's where we placed all of their presents. The year before, what did we do? I don't even remember anymore.
You've done, since I've known you, you've
Penguins?
done reindeer, penguins.
Yes.
The gingerbread
men.
Yeah, that's 3.
And then the first year was candy canes, but we didn't create a box object out of that one. So I think that's what's going to be this year's is the candy cane. Redo that one and then do it properly. And then the kids, the excitement is, what are we coming out to? Like, what are we?
So they don't know ahead of time what the theme is. Oh, because it's like all out, like pajamas, like. But don't you do pajamas the night before?
Yep, we do the pajamas the night before.
Yeah, see, you have lots of traditions around Christmas Eve too. But yeah, it's like everything, Christmas ornaments, like everything is that. They get the theme.
Yeah, so it's gingerbread, so they got a special gingerbread ornament for the tree. They had pajamas that they opened the night before. We make gingerbread cookies, and like that's just the theme of it. That's the fun. That's the magic, right? The rest of it, I don't. First of all, I did too much work to be. Santa did this. Yeah, okay. No, thank you.
Because the amount of work that you do is a lot.
I think the amount for any families to do. Like,
no, man, I don't do that much. Between literally the presents that are from us and Santa, I don't do that much.
Let's be clear. You can't do much because you're busy upholding the lie. You don't have energy.
No, if we were to like look at what you create and what I create, yeah, see, maybe it's just easier to do Santa because
no, it's not.
Yo, you do a lot of work.
It's not work because I'm not having to uphold the lie. The lie is heavier than any of the
lie. God damn it.
Just try to make this right and it ain't right. But yeah, it's two very, very different camps.
What other lies is there? Santa, the Easter Bunny?
I want to just take a moment to acknowledge that I appreciate that you know.
Well, there's a lie. I know that.
But you're willing to die on a hill about it?
Yeah. Let's talk Valentine's Day because you do Valentine's Day.
We do Valentine's Day, and that's simply because I don't need no dusty ass motherfucker coming and dating my kids and thinking that they can't love up on them. I don't care how much of a consumerism day of it is. You better top what I'm doing.
Which is
all of it. They get breakfast, they get an outfit, they get
flowers,
dinner,
chocolate,
all of it. Yep. I'm setting the bar, and we say it comes from dad, but you know what I mean. No. Good luck.
That's only the first layer. There's many to that. Okay, what else? You guys do like all of them though. St. Patrick's Day, you guys like
We
hide
do
coins
something?
or something?
Yeah, we hide the coins and we put them around, and yes, we tell them the history of it, of why we do it. So that's pretty cool. What else? We do all of them. If there's an excuse to do something, we'll do it without the layer of lies. We will participate and we will find out the history if there is a history, but we don't play into all that other crap. We just I can't as me, I can't
Yeah.
do it.
So let me ask you, growing up, did you have traditions growing up?
No.
None.
Mm-mm. We didn't get, so I think we talked about this. We will recreate the very things that we wanted our traditions to be. So we didn't get birthdays, we didn't get Christmas, there was no Valentine, like there was no acknowledgement of any of it. I mean, aside from like my siblings, they tried to make it special. That was pretty cool. But aside from that, yeah, there was none. So for me, it was very important to have these special days and to celebrate it with my girls. But I needed to not have any other
Lies.
I was trying to be nice.
You're too deep into it now.
Yeah, I didn't want the lies for it. It was just unnecessary. And I also want them to see that they get to create the tradition in the way that they want and how they want. And you get to bring as much of it of yourself that you want to, or none of it at all.
Yeah.
Like if there's ever a year that they're like, oh, I don't want this, great, thank you. Less work for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
True. And do you think that you enjoy it more because you didn't have it as a kid, like creating it for them? Because like when I say that like the work that you do, I feel like it's never work. You're up at like 12 o'clock at night putting
Oh, it's so much fun.
jewels on a gingerbread house, like
It's so much fun.
So do you think that it's like that you enjoy it because you're creating these things that you didn't have?
While I'm doing it, I'm having a lot of fun, and then there's always a point during it that I get kind of sad because I'm like,
Aw.
I wish that there was someone that did this for me. Like, why didn't I have someone that thought, this is so sad, thought that
Am I
I
gonna
was
cry?
worth it?
Yeah.
Worth
that's
it to do. And then I was just like, and that makes me sad, and then I get angry, and then I do more.
Okay, so this is the reason for the insane things. Okay, but it makes sense. It makes sense. It's almost like you're trying to make up for your, like, you want to give them more because you never had it.
Yeah, that's a way to look at it from me. But then why do you uphold your traditions?
I think
Because you sound like you guys had like really good kind of times of celebration. Like you told me a story
everything
about
was
a
over
trip.
the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Santa was over the top. Like I do Santa, but it's not over the top as how it was when I was little. Like my kids get their stocking and they get like they always get their stocking and an ornament that comes from Santa and like a couple little things.
Why have you dumbed it down for your kids? What did you take away
Because
from?
my husband, who is the male version of you,
You can't
has
even
the
say
same
that.
feelings as you. So I don't have to hear about it as often or as on a big scale. I tone it down a little bit. And because I don't want, when the time comes that they don't believe anymore, I don't want it to like hinder anything. When they don't believe anymore, they're still going to get an ornament every year. Like, it's just.
So are you going to tell them that it was you this whole time? When they come to realize?
Yeah.
And have you thought about how you're going to abridge that? Because that's
No.
kind of like a wait.
I can tell you how it's going to go. She's going to ruin it for Javon. And that's how it happened in my household too. My little sister
Were you
was
disappointed? Like, how did you internalize that? Because I asked Alex this a few days ago, and he really didn't care. But I don't think that his parents really like lived within the whole Santa Claus thing. But I was like, well, didn't you feel like they were liars after that?
No, I don't think I did. I think I felt like, oh my God, you did all this work. Like, it was almost like the opposite of how you were feeling. Like, it made me feel like special in a sense, or like Like, oh, you
Damn, you really are the white of this.
really love me.
Do you guys
so
feel the
much.
love coming out of this thing? Like, what little kid thinks like this?
But I wasn't super little.
Okay, child, little, whatever. You didn't feel like you were cheated? Like, damn
No.
it, he wasn't real? And did that
No.
cascade everything else? Like the Easter Bunny and all that jazz?
Oh yeah. And then my mom's famous line was, "If you don't believe, you don't receive." So then it was like, well, shit. My mom, we still received. Like, the amount of gifts we had at Christmas time, the amount of gifts that you give my children at Christmas time. Because I'm speaking to you, Mom. It's crazy. It's too much always. So I think I think maybe that's why I dumb it down too a little bit. Because it's like at Christmas, like we would get so much that then it's just like you're overwhelmed with how much you have. And then so much of it just like you don't even play with it or pay attention to it, because also I dumb it down because I don't want all that shit in my house. No, I don't want all that. Go play outside.
Okay.
But yeah, once it came, the truth came out, then that was all of them were. That was the end. But I think it was really only Santa and the Easter Bunny, I think.
For whatever reason, I'm drawing a blank on any of the other ones, but the Santa Claus one is always the biggest discussion amongst people.
Yeah.
Like whether or not do you do Santa? And my girls, they're so good because and it's usually the older generation that says it, and they'll be like, "Are you expecting Santa?" And my little one will like side eye people, and then my oldest is just kind of like what? And I'm like, you're okay to tell them that Santa isn't real. Or like, I need to come up with a better way for them to answer people, but like, yeah, but they do respect other kids. They're not going around.
I was just gonna say, maybe not other people, but like
they're not going
kids.
around. Yeah, they're not going around the other kids and being like, Santa isn't real.
Because let me tell you,
we've talked about that, and like from the very get go, before they even start school, we let them know that people have stories that help them be better people, because that's what these are all rooted in the service of other people, in the service of the greater good. So like, don't take that away from them.
Yeah.
Let them have those good stories because it helps them be better.
And I love that, because last year Javon came home from school and he was like, "Mom, Santa's not real." And I was devastated. I was like, "What do you mean?" And then I was like, "Where did you hear that from?" And it was a little girl at school had told him that there's no Santa. And so then I had to go deep into the lie, because I'm like, "You're 6. You're not even 6." So then
doubled down. Doubled down. You doubled down. Oh my gosh, you dirty liar.
I don't remember what I did, to be honest, but I made it so that he knew Santa was there, existed. And now he was fine with it. I love traditions though. And like, okay, so culturally, let's talk culturally. Do you have any, because obviously our cultures are different.
I'm Canadian born and bred.
Oh,
like, what is she talking about?
Well, okay, so there's no like.
Did you just assume?
Cultural. Are there any cultural traditions that you have?
No.
Us either. But when we went away last year, it was over Easter, and my husband is from Grenada, and they all fly kites over Easter. It's like a big thing. They make them and they fly them. So actually, we were there just after Easter, but they're also off school for like a whole week, like Easter and then the week off, kind of like our March break, but it goes over Easter. And yeah, this kite flying thing was huge, and it was really cool to see, because they construct them like
that's awesome.
They out of like bamboo or whatever and string, and then you just see kids like all over flying their kites.
Please stop. It reminds me of a book, The Kite Runner. Is that based in Grenada?
I have no idea.
You guys let me know, because what she just told me, I feel like I'm gonna have to go look that up. It was a very good book, very hard to read, but
I've never heard of it.
You'll cry.
Yeah.
It's a very good one. But I wonder if it's placed in there, because yeah.
I have another one.
Oh god.
Anniversaries. Because you guys do an anniversary tradition.
We do. I want to be in my happy place when we are celebrating our anniversary, so we go camping. You put
Yeah.
me in the trees, and if I cannot be in the trees on our anniversary after I have to put up with you after all of these years, divorce me.
I want out.
I want out. We're done. So I must be in the trees on the anniversary.
Yeah, see? That's a cool tradition. And then it's like you're with your whole family too.
Yeah, kind of like there's no cell phones, there's no computers. You're stuck here with me, and look at us go.
And I love that you do it with your girls.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of people celebrate, which there's nothing wrong with that, celebrating your anniversary like with just your spouse.
Mhm.
But I love when people incorporate like their kids into their celebration because it's kind of like,
They see it.
look what we built.
Yeah, man.
And like we created this family. Like had we have not got married or whatever, then maybe that wouldn't have been there type.
But they also see that we
situation.
celebrate it with our family. It's not about separating off and then celebrating. It's just like we're a unit.
Yeah.
We're all a unit. We can celebrate together, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I love that.
What
Because
about
you're
you?
not like lovey-dovey at all.
No, I don't
So-
even want him near me when we're camping. I just, August 22nd, I want to be in the trees. But like I don't even, it's because some people are like, it's the anniversary, this is about me, this is about like making me feel special. No, dude, put up the tent and shut up. Cook some steak. He cooks a great steak. But how about you?
No, we don't really do. I mean, we're not like technically married. So when I say husband, take it with a
Oh
grain of
yeah,
salt.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we don't technically have like a marriage date.
Out of the whole group of our little like posse, I'm the only one that got married, and I feel a little shafted,
Yeah.
right? Like,
We have like the day that we met, which he probably doesn't even know what it is. But and my due date with Javon was like super close to that day, and I was
Yeah.
like, it would be really cool if he was born on that day. He wasn't, but it's okay. But yeah, no, we don't really do like that.
it's too bad. Not very white of you.
What about? Yeah, I know, but I don't like to celebrate me. I like to celebrate other people, but I don't like to celebrate myself. So it's like whatever. I don't care.
Okay.
Except on Mother's Day. Wait, sit back down.
Wait, what? Oh, because I had another question from that, but I'll listen.
Oh, except on Mother's Day, then I want you to celebrate me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe not celebrate, but acknowledge.
That's a tradition.
Which
so
he
Mother's
does do
Day.
a good job of.
We forgot about those. Mother's Day
Yeah.
and Father's Day are traditions. And so, yeah, celebrate you. Okay.
Yeah, like and again, not necessarily celebrate. Like we do, and we always do something nice on Mother's Day. Like I always want to make sure like we dress up because this is how I am all the time. So when I say we, I mean me and my kids. We take a picture, and we try to take a picture like in the same spot each year. Because I like to have that. But
I need it.
yeah, it's just like when it's something like that, like motherhood, because I think it's so we put literally everything into it that it's nice to be acknowledged on that day. And Father's Day, same thing. I try to do something for him that is acknowledging him and him being a father. What about you guys?
You
Oh, I
better
love
acknowledge me every goddamn day. What is this? I don't want Mother's Day. What?
Okay.
What the hell? No. And then Father's Day, of course, we acknowledge you every day. When you walk through the door and your kids run up to you and give you a hug and a kiss after I just put up with their shit all day, you're acknowledged. What?
I love it.
What the
I love
heck?
it.
I mean, the only outside of that, the only traditions like on Mother's Day or like my birthday or his birthday or Father's Day, it's just a steak dinner.
Okay.
Like that's
always steak.
Always steak.
That's
and
hilarious.
he cooks the. Yes, I make him cook on his birthday and his Father's Day.
Oh, he cooks. That's
A steak.
hilarious.
And yeah, that's the only tradition that we hold because I don't know, that's just the way it's ended up. I don't feel like, yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah, I like it though. Let us know your guys' traditions, and culturally, I would love to hear
I think it was terrible that she asked that question, and we'll see if we actually use this cut of the video because I prefer the other one.
You will hear and see this.